Look, look, Naomi, he is drinking your tears. One fell near his lips. He felt it. He sought it and he absorbed it. Oh, my darling, if I had the milk of days gone by, I would squeeze it out for you drop by drop, my little lamb, even if I had to squeeze my heart and then die. I gather that Naomi, Mary's wet nurse, nursed also Lazarus. Mistresses, Nicomedes has come back, says a servant appearing at the door. Let him come in. He will help us to make him recover. Look, look, he's opening his eyes and moving his lips, says Maximinus. He's pressing my fingers with his own, shouts Mary. And she bends, saying, Lazarus, can you hear me? Who am I? Lazarus really opens his eyes and looks. An uncertain, veiled look, but still a look. He moves his lips with difficulty and says, Mother. I'm Mary, Mary, your sister. Mother. He does not recognize you, and he is calling his mother. Dying people always do that, says Naomi, whose face is wet with tears. But he speaks. After such a long time, he speaks. It is already a good deal. He will feel better later. Oh, my Lord, reward your maidservant, says Martha once again, with the gesture of fervent, confident prayer. But what happened to you? Have you seen the Master? Did he appear to you? Tell me, Martha. Relieve my anguish, says Mary. Nicomedes coming in prevents a reply. They all address him, telling him how after his departure Lazarus had grown worse, so much so that he was on the point of dying, and in fact they believed that he was dead. Then, with some aids, they had made him come to himself, but only as far as to make him breathe. And how, a short time ago, with a spicy wine prepared by one of the women, he had begun to warm up again. He had swallowed some and tried to drink. And he had also opened his eyes and had spoken. They are all speaking together with revived hope, contrasting with the somewhat sceptical calmness of the doctor, who lets them speak without uttering one word. At last, when they've finished, he says, All right, let me see. He pushes them aside as he approaches the bed and asks them to bring some lights and to close the window as he wants to uncover the patient. He bends over him. He calls him. He questions him. He moves an oil lamp to and fro in front of the face of Lazarus, who has now opened his eyes and seems amazed at everything. He then uncovers him, studies his breathing, his heartbeats, the temperature and stiffness of his limbs. They are all anxiously awaiting his word. Nicomedes covers the patient again, looks at him, and is pensive. He then turns round, looking at the people present, and says, It is undeniable that he has recovered strength. He has improved since the last time I saw him. But do not delude yourselves. It is nothing but the fictitious improvement of death. I am so certain. as I was certain that it is the end, that as you can see, I have come back after freeing myself of my commitments to make his death less painful, as far as I can do so, or to see the miracle if... Have you taken action? Yes, Nicomedes, we have, says Martha, interrupting him. And to prevent him from asking further questions, she says, but did you not say that within 3 days she weeps. I said, I am a doctor. I live amidst agonies and tears. But the habitual sight of grief has not yet turned me into a heartless man. And today, I prepared you with a rather long and vague date, but my medical knowledge warned me that the end would come sooner, and my heart misrepresented the truth as a pitiful deception. Now, be brave. Go out. We never know how much dying people understand. He pushes them out while they weep, repeating, be brave, be brave. Maximinus remains with the dying man. The doctor also goes away to prepare some medicines capable of making the agony less distressing. As he says, I foresee that it will be very painful. Make him live. Make him live till tomorrow. It is almost night, as you can see, Nicomedes. It is no problem for your science to keep a man alive for less than 1 day. Make him live. Madam, I do what I can. But when the wick ends, nothing can keep the flame alive, replies the doctor, and he goes away.